stirring the fat-burning creatine using the Vortex method with the K-Bar tactical chopsticks, using the Vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your fat-burning creatine at the molecular level. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. We'll get started, but first, creatine. Nice. Nice. My God, that's the best creatine I ever tasted. Little comment on Poland here. Poland just makes one wrong decision after another. And of course, they only do the bidding of their masters, the United States, the EU, and of course, NATO. And as the United States, we love sending other people's sons, brothers, and fathers to die before we send our own. But that's never out of the question, is it? Just a quick reminder that feminism is the final landing ground for women with shitty relationships with their father. They all fall back on, I want to start my own business. I want to be a power woman. I want to work amongst men and stand tall. I want to impress them. I want to travel. It's all based in feminism. I gave my womb away to man after man after man for many, many years. More things have gone into that womb than babies coming out of it. More men have suckled on the breasts of feminist women than babies ever will. It's moral and sexual inversion. Taking something, it's like using a butter knife as a screwdriver. It's going to hurt the knife, isn't it? It's meant to spread butter. It's not meant to screw in screws. When you take something that is built for something specifically and use it for something else, you end up in trouble. You end up having difficulty with that thing. And then it's the complicate, justify cycle for women. Many who try to slide into home base in their 30s and 40s and eke out a child or two as a high-risk pregnancy, hoping that that's going to erase the past of promiscuity and sexual degeneracy and sexual aggressiveness that they have. Today's woman, you can tell everything you need to know about a woman, everything, is in her medicine cabinet, the top drawer of her nightstand, and her phone. If anyone out there has a Honda Helix sitting around that they don't want, or if you know of one, just private message me. I'm looking for a Honda Helix as a spring project, if you have one. You couldn't give me a Harley. You couldn't give me a Harley. Well, wait, actually, yes, you could. You can give me a Harley, and then I would sell it and buy a Honda. Just stirring up some of the Harley guys. Actually, I know a lot of guys who have Harleys and love them. Harley did one thing right, and I don't think it's building a motorcycle, but what they did was they created a cult. I don't know has anyone ever seen a tattoo with Heinz ketchup on it? Green giant vegetables? Raisin Bran? Anyone ever have a tattoo with a bowl of Raisin Bran? No? I guess that brand isn't strong enough for people to want to tattoo it on their bodies. But regarding Harley Davidson, people have been tattooing the brand Harley Davidson in some form or another on their bodies for years. Harley has done something right. I will acknowledge that. As a man grows older, he starts to appreciate peace over beauty, because a woman will be pretty only for a while, but a woman who brings peace will be pretty for life. Remember, a man settles where he has peace. Men use pretty, but they settle down with peace. Most men do desire a helpmate to build with. That's my experience after working with men for decades. Most women I know want a roommate to have sex with and pay half the bills while they are still open to another guy. She's not yours, bro. It is just your turn. Let's get real. I'm not being black-pilled or weird or nihilistic about it. She joins you on your voyage, but she is not the voyage. Your first problem was that you made her the mission. You made her the voyage. I want you to marry your mission, even if you have to put a wedding band on for $12 off of Amazon. Be married to your mission. Do it yourself. And then, if somebody wants to join you, fantastic. I can't tell you how many men I've worked with who were halfway through a project and they went through a divorce, they went through a breakup, and then the project stopped. They stopped earning. I know people, like a great example was I was in the middle of a book. And when I went through a breakup, I stopped reading the book about halfway through. Stopped it. And I stumbled upon the book and I said, and I thought to myself, you know what? I never even finished this book. And I had to think about why I didn't finish it. And I had a bookmark in it exactly where I stopped. So here I am, a year and a half later, going to be finishing a book that I started. When you see who your ex ended up with, you really don't have anything to worry about. I noticed this as I've gotten older. When I look back at the men that my exes ended up marrying, the ex-girlfriends and such, the boyfriends that they had, and the number of guys that plowed them since me, it just blows my mind. He and all of the other guys have dealt with the same exact lies that she told you. Patterns don't lie, and patterns don't change unless there is a come to Jesus moment. Usually we think of come to Jesus moments only for men, but women are having them on a fairly regular basis now. You want it to be like a man? Good for you. Now you got to deal with what us men have dealt with for a long time. And when shit hits the fan, since you became the man that you wanted, that you desired to have in your life, you became that person. You are now on your own. And of course, there'll be plenty of simps and Captain Save-A-Hose and white knights to come in and scoop you up when you cry like a damsel in distress. Sometimes SHTF is good for a civilization. Brings it back to its roots. Strong men and dependent women. Rather than the other way around, which is what we have now. Strong, independent women and weak, dependent men. You want to be the guy that always gets noticed? Bullitt Cologne isn't just a fragrance. It's a confidence booster that's packed with pheromones. Imagine walking into a room and instantly becoming the center of attention because of the science of attraction. That's the power of pheromones. Grab a bottle of Bullitt today and transform your social life. When people say that you were an overnight success, they weren't paying attention when you were outworking everyone, growing your network, not going out partying, stopping drinking, using weed, learning something new every day. All they see is the results, but they don't remember when you abstained and when you were disciplining yourself, when you were going to bed early and getting up early. They don't see that. All they see is he must have a special sauce. He has a life hack. He cracked the code. Cracking the code. All those things I mentioned above are life hacks. Every last one. I keep coming back to this for over a year now. A woman who brings peace is far more attractive than a woman who is attractive. Why do we as men, older men, coaches and counselors and therapists, talk like this to younger men and even our peers? Here's the advantages of marrying a virgin, just to kind of show you what you've missed. Number one, her body is untouched. Number two, you can mold her into your liking. And I'm not saying manipulate. Remember, you don't get the woman you deserve. You get the woman that you create. Number three, there's less of a chance for her to cheat. When she has ridden other eggplants, she knows what it's like to have other eggplants. Number four, there's the higher possibility for a successful marriage if you marry a virgin. And number five, you know her past, which is non-existent. Now, what about the whole virgin part? It's like buying a car. You're probably not going to find a car with 0 miles. Every car that you can afford, think about it, every car that you can afford has been driven by another person. And that statement has nothing to do with cars. All modern women have settled. Every last one of them. They settled for the man that they're with. And most men in most relationships are her second choice. Another reason why women can walk away so easily and seem to be destroyers and not builders. Ask any woman what her ideal man looks like, then take note that the boyfriend or the husband doesn't look anything like that. You are her second choice. You are not her first choice. And that is why she can leave you so easily. Remember a few years ago, I said, you don't have any friends, maybe at the most a couple. You have friendly acquaintances. That's why I started calling everybody my friendly acquaintance. You can stop the cycle of being let down and being addicted to disappointment by accepting the fact that you don't have any friends. You have friendly acquaintances. I notice in the men's community, there's the phrase, my good friend. Oh, so-and-so is my best friend or one of my best friends. Bullshit. Bullshit. I wish I could just call out your damn names, but I can't. Everyone that's thrown around, oh, my good friend this, my best friend that. Okay. In time, how did that work out for you? My good friend, my best friend. He's one of my best friends. Okay. Remember when you were doing online dating and the women said, I'm not into the bar scene, as like one of the things that they say in their profile. And then they say, I love going out dancing. And I'm scratching my head and I'm thinking, well, then where the heck do you go to dance? If you don't go to a bar, where are you dancing at? A ballroom somewhere? Again, believe everything they do and nothing of what they say. Not all, but most. I have to laugh at this catnip. King-size catnip-filled joints. Is this for cats or for people? And the name of it, this wins best name ever. Meowana. Instead of marijuana, you know how cats say meow. It's meowana. Meowana. That's pretty funny. After a certain age, it's not about love. It's about the arrangement. And I'm not talking about arranged marriages. When you are dating somebody and you think you want to spend more time with each other, remember, it's not about love. Great ass! After a certain age. You have to decide what that certain age is. Is it after 40, 50, 60, whatever, 25, 30, whatever. After a certain age, it's not about love. It's about the arrangement. How will you make things work logistically? Few will understand it, and many will understand it way too late.
Before he leaves, make sure you cook him some breakfast. It's not difficult, it's fucking breakfast. Once he's out in the world, make sure you're not calling him all day. This motherfucker trying to make some money for you, leave him alone. While he's at work, try to go do something. Go work out, clean the house, make sure dinner is gonna be ready when he gets home. Make sure, if he gives you some money, you might try to invest it and bring him back double. Once he get home, make sure he has a blunt ready. And make sure the blunt is not filled with mid. It needs to be loud like me. Also, let him play his video games. Don't assume he wants to watch a fucking movie with you. Matter of fact, surprise him. Update his 2K, his Call of Duty, map pack, everything needs to be ready. Take him out sometimes and pay for it. Buy him gifts and show your appreciation for all he does for you. Don't nag, don't talk back. Ask him if he needs anything. Venting, a massage, silence because you bitches be talking too much. Maybe he needs that. Gas him up. Make him feel like you don't see any other man. 0. And that he's the best you've ever had. Be his biggest cheerleader. Be supportive. Don't crush his dreams.
Is your relationship... All right, just remove love from the equation. Just look at the arrangement. How does the arrangement work? And this is where a third party, a relationship coach, or a good friend who tells you the truth is going to help you. Other people can see things that you can't see. You have blind spots that a third party doesn't have. And just a reminder that real men don't just lift weights, they lift each other up. And with that, finish your Kriya, and I'll see you on the next Daybreak Show, your home of sanity, clarity, and reason. This is the single best hair dryer that I've ever had in my lifetime. I got one hair dryer where I worked part-time. It was about $220. This right here by BRIO is the most amazing hair dryer. It's got 3 different heat levels. The cooling level is unbelievable. It literally is like a wind turbine. It is so strong, it'll dry everything. Armpits, down there too, everywhere. The hair dryer by BRIO. You want to check it out. I love it. I have found every single BRIO product that I've ever used to be on a scale of 1 to 10. They have all been a 10. This comes in a zipper case with 2 concentrators and a cleaning brush. I love it. Absolutely love it. As a matter of fact, I can't even go back to a normal hair dryer. I'm going to be taking this to work with me. See, that fits right in there like that. It's beautiful. Very sturdy, nothing cheap. BRIO goes all the way when they develop products. I've never had better products than the BRIO. Never. So if you're in the mood for a hair dryer, check out the BRIO. You're absolutely going to love it. There it is right there. Go get it. I'll put a link down below for it.